Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new cosmic monster, Ming. This is the monster that's going to be available in the Golden Legends Pass of Season 5, which is coming out tomorrow. So yeah, we have this light cosmic monster as the Golden Legends Pass monster. I want to give a huge thanks to Social Point for giving me everything I need to make this exclusive first look. What? I can't hatch him apparently. Alright, there we go. I just had to get rid of some rare monsters I got from the Chuckle Muckle breeding event. So with that being said, huge thanks to Source Point for giving me everything I need to make this exclusive first look. Any gems I use would be reimbursed. I gotta say, I am not the biggest fan of the monster design. The ultimate to me wasn't anything too crazy. Was that like a giant floating egg? Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that ultimate again. But with that being said, Ming. This wise prophet predicted the opening of the cosmic portal and played a key role guiding creatures like Kodama and Chuckle Muckle into the world of Monster Legends. She wasn't set to cross the portal herself, but she had to in order to warn us. Dark forces from the past will try to play with the power of the portal soon. Is that foreshadowing some things to come next year in Monster Legends? Dark forces from the past. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens to Monster Legends. With that being said, let's talk stats. This monster has a power stat of 7304, which is the third lowest power stat of all the monsters. It is actually tied with that of Chuckle Muckle. The life stat is unique. No other monster has this life stat 71780. However, it is definitely towards the lower end. Now, the most amazing thing about this monster is the speed stat. 6006. Everyone say hello to officially the fastest monster in Monster Legends. I can scroll through all the other monsters. You are not going to see anyone in the 6K category. This is the first monster to have a speed stat of 6000. Previous to this, the fastest speed stat belonged to Ignis, Ferris, and Vampirastro, 5984. So everyone just got displaced by this, what is it, a chicken? By this chicken monster. Yeah, no, not a chicken. It's something else. It's a it's something. I don't know. So yeah, fastest monster in the game. Trait-wise, I gotta say, I really like the trait. You start off the game with immune to control. At rank 0, you can't get hit with possession, you can't get hit with stun, you can't get hit with freeze. This is quite significant considering I think this season is really bringing out a lot more deny monsters. We're getting an AoE freeze monster, we're getting an AoE possession monster, corruption monster, Master Masher, the exclusive one, can do corruption. I believe the PvP monster, Letalus, is going to do freeze. So immune to control to start off is really useful. You also have blind immunity, which is actually useful. Vampirastro has become one of the most used monsters in the game, and she relies on AoE bleed and total blind, AoE blind and total blind. So pretty useful here. And then you also get a damage mirror, so any attack you receive, you'll reflect 50% of that damage via the damage mirror. Okay, so like I did with Master Masher, I already ranked this monster all the way to rank 5. However, I'm going to showcase this monster at level 130 because if you buy the Golden Legends Pass, you will get this monster at level 130, and then I'll showcase it at 150 just for the sake of the video. With that being said, Ming has the name as Rusty, which for some reason to me is very fitting. Ming is Rusty. That is funny to me. Oh look, this monster has a water-based attack as well as light-based attacks, so that's interesting. I always like when a monster has a different elemental attack, but again, this monster, oh whoops. So a little higher. So imagine you break out this monster. So I always like when monsters have a different elements than they are for their attack. All right, let's take a look at skills. Graceful Sidekick. It attacks multiple enemies. It is spammable because it has no cooldown. It applies sunburn to all of the enemy team. Okay, so just a dot. Water Flexibility removes unnegative effects and applies stamina regen to an ally. So it is no cooldown, no stamina. Said that backwards. No stamina, no cooldown. It's okay, I guess, but I feel like honestly, you're probably better off recharging than even applying this to yourself, because regen will not give you as much stamina as a recharge would. But the cleansing is nice. So a Spammable Cleanse, you know what? I shouldn't knock that. A Spammable Cleanse that you can use in any situation, whether you have no stamina, whether the enemy just hit a CDA, is pretty useful. Above Fear and Anger, deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies immune to stun and daze to all allies. So stun immunity for your whole entire team on a one-turn cooldown, also daze immunity. And keep in mind, you yourself start off the game with immune to control, so you could essentially always use this. Let's see, Elegant Kick deals moderate light damage, applies sunburn. So spammable sunburn that actually deals damage. Calm Mind deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies immune to possession and blind to all allies. So a possession and corruption immunity as well as a stun immunity, so you can counter 2 of the main deny skills. Escape is the key, applies evasion and gives 1 extra turn to itself, and evasion does last for 2 turns, which is super useful if you're fighting a Hardy, for example. The fact that you can do escape is the key, and give yourself evasion for 2 turns and an immediate extra turn, that Hardy, whether it does AoE, whether it attacks you, it's going to deal no damage because you have evasion. So I like this. It's a counter to anticipation while being able to follow up with something else. Neither hot nor cold, deals moderate special damage, and applies immune to freeze and burn. So let's take a look. We have stun immunity, we have freeze immunity, and we have possession corruption immunity combined with a blind, the stun combined with the daze, and the freeze combined with a burn. So 1 dot and then 2 negative effects. I will say a lot of monsters that tend to stun, they also tend to daze, and then the blind is just useful. So this is definitely an anti-control type monster. And we've seen this in the past. We've seen monsters that are super, super fast, and their whole purpose is to make it so your team does not get denied. I will say this is the kind of monster that is super hard to showcase in a PvP situation. I think they really, really shine in a team war situation where you know who you're facing, right? Because in PvP, it's ideal to run the stun, possession, and the freeze immunity because you never know what you're going to face. But in a team war scenario, you know what the enemy is bringing. If the enemy is bringing a monster that relies on AoE stun, you bring the stun daze immunity skill, and then you can have your other 3 skills be pure support. You don't need to run possession immunity, you don't need to run freeze immunity. So the useful thing about this monster in a war setting where you know what enemies you're facing, I think this monster really excels, especially if all things being equal, you go first and you start the game off with that protection to your whole entire team. That's super useful. Keep in mind, we also got another monster that can do positive effect protection, the Dreamer, to your team. So then you can have immunity to stun, for example, and positive effect protection if you're running the Dreamer as well. There's a lot of nifty combos you can do. In a PvP scenario, once again, this is hard, especially because PvP right now is dominated by Kodama still. I think CDA is the main thing in PvP. CDA and a Megaton. So kind of hard to showcase unless players start using more Witch Cats and Black Feathers and maybe Master Masher after Season 5. You're not really going to see Moon Ming being used that much in PvP, but definitely in terms of the anti-control capabilities for war scenarios, super useful. And then we have another Sunburn skill. Deals low light damage, applies Sunburn to all the enemies. So you have this Spammable Sunburn, or you have this one that deals a little damage. I think I'd rather go with the 0 cooldown skill. The one thing that could have made Moon Ming a lot better is if this monster was able to do some sort of cooldown protection as well. Because again, you can get hit with CDA, and that is unfortunate because CDA will really stump you. In a PvP scenario, if you want to run this monster, I think this is the type of monster you have go kind of like a Noah. Like Noah, right? Noah can do immune to control for your whole entire team. This is the kind of monster that you put to go kind of second in the turn order, and you would hope that it is like, for example, you have Bomb Beta, you have Moon Ming, and an attacker, and you would hope that the enemy has Bomb Beta also, and then some I don't know, some denier. Yeah, this monster is going to be so hard to showcase. Let me try my best. So because it's PvP, I am going to go with the stun immunity, the possession immunity, and the freeze immunity, which again, realistically, you would not do this. You would not do this in a war scenario. Since this monster is more of anti, you do want to run... what do you do? You know what? Let me think strategically. There's not really a lot of freeze monsters, so I can do without the AoE freeze. There are quite a few possession monsters, so I think Calm Mind would make sense. There's actually not that many stun monsters in PvP, so I actually don't need a buff, fear, and anger. So in that case, this is where I would run one of the AoE skills, and I think the AoE Sunburn is useful, and I think it is useful to run the water flexibility in case, you know, I have no stamina, in case someone needs the cleansing. I think this is the best skill set, and most of the time you're just going to swap out your immunity skill for one of the other immunities. I think this is the way to go. The reason I'm running Sidekick and not the other one is because I'd rather have 0 cooldown skill than a 1-turn cooldown. Again, if only this monster had a cooldown immunity, that would have been good. Let me unlock this and let me look at relics. This monster can hold a revival essence, so this monster can come back to life if you die. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty useful, of course. So let's give a revival, and this monster can hold an amulet. So Scherzer's amulet drains stamina. Do we have an AoE skill that can drain stamina? I guess if you wanted to run, where is it? If you wanted to run Elegant Sidekick, you could, because it would actually work well with the Scherzer's amulet, which would, let's see, after damaging with the skill, Warrior's life is above 50, deal special damage and remove stamina. So if you want to remove stamina like that, you can. Since I'm not running it, I'm just going to do Alcis's amulet, and let's see what this monster can do in a PvP situation. I think I am going to go with the speed runes and then a team speed. I think I might just go 9. Yeah, I think I'll just go 9 for now, and then I'll swap that life rune for a speed level 10, and we'll see what this monster can do. Yeah, again, it's such a hard monster to showcase. That is for sure. But look, like I said right now, we have Master Masher, who does actually rely on corruption, so they kind of counter each other there. And this is the exclusive monster. Master Masher is the exclusive monster, and this is the Golden Pass monster, so it could help you out to countering those people that purchase Master Masher. Let's borrow your level 10 rune, give you a level 10 strength for now, and then we'll give you this to Moon Ming. But again, such a hard monster to showcase because it is a purely supportive play that we're doing. So I'm gonna give my team immunity, and then what do I do in the next turn? The next turn I just need a strong attacker. I've been running Vampira as an attacker, so we're gonna keep that up. All right, let's do this. Let's see what we can find. Let's click fight, and let's see. So I'm hoping to run in a situation. Yeah, see, there's no main denier on that enemy team. So in this case, I unfortunately don't have an answer to Megataunt, which is the annoying thing, right? Yeah, I don't. There's literally nothing I can do. I can give myself evasion. That actually won't help since he has pierce. So I'm just gonna do a graceful sidekick just to apply sunburn. Let's see, falling like flies. Ouch! I die, but hey, I come back to life. Yeah, showcasing this monster is gonna be really hard. Here, let's see if we can find another one. Let's click fight and let's see. Heist Tabora, no, dataless. So attacker Tabora. Yeah, this is not gonna go well at all. I guess I'll do Calm Mind. No, I'll do the Escapist Key to give myself evasion to protect myself. And then I will do Graceful Sidekick because that's all I can do. Atrophy, and then my attacker kicks in. But see, this becomes more of a showcase of Vampira than of Moon Ming. So let's see if we can find someone running Witch Cat or Black Feather. That would be nice. Let's see. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Let's try again. I'm hoping for a Bombeta Tabora kind of base. Yeah, this is really the kind of monster that in a Team War situation would excel. Again, 2 attackers and a Shelly. So I don't think I'm going to get a good battle out of Moon Ming. Here, let me check the Team War real quick. And let me see what I find. So let's say I could use Moon Ming in this Team War. Let's change. Can I? Winged, no, no, and Master Masher. Oh, Moon Ming. Yeah, okay, cool. So assuming I could use Moon Ming in this kind of war, I would look at the enemy, show enemies, and I would see, okay, CDA doesn't help. Removal, Vanoss doesn't help. Hardy, I could do that evasion skill, give myself an extra turn. But Kodama, CDA, yeah, so until the meta really switches to more relying on AoE stun, AoE freeze, and possession, like even in this war, it wouldn't help out, especially with Vampira being able to remove stuff. Too many monsters being able to just cleanse stuff away. You know, we see Taboras a lot. Doesn't really help. I don't know if I'm going to get a battle out of Moon Ming. I'm going to try. I'll do like 2 more. And I'll just level up to 150 because, you know, it doesn't really matter. Let's see if I can find something. But again, this is the fastest monster and this is just pure anti-control play. Oh! He can turn me into a baby, so that doesn't even help that much. Let's click fight. So let's see what I can do here. So immune to control does protect me from being turned into a baby. I'm going to go with the Calm Mind. That's really all I can do. Alright, Nightmare on the Streets. It's going to turn me into a baby. Time. Okay, cool. So let's go Spooky. Let's go Reaper. Let's go Nightmare on the Street myself. Let's go Full Fortress. Escape is key. I give myself evasion. Water flexibility, cleanse those negative effects. Reaper. Oh man, if she's running singing for you. Oh, Moon Rising, so I lose my buffs anyways. Age Overseer, so hey, at least I can't turn into a baby. And again, spammable skill. So what I really do like about this monster is the fact that water flexibility is completely spammable. Let me protect my extra turner since I don't want the curse to kill her. And then bam. And bam. Nightmares, Total Blind, Sequence Bender, Revert Events. And again, let me protect myself. So no matter what, that water flexibility, I think that's a highlight of the show. Look, water flexibility. The fact that I can do that every single turn, that is definitely the highlight of the show. Let's go Spooky. Oh, 2 turns before I die. Let's go Reaper. Oh, 1 turn before I die. Let me just recharge. Oh, I died. Whoops, I should have protected myself better. Alright, check this out. Check this out, guys. Reconstruction, and then, oh, I have Curse. Water flexibility. So yeah, that has really become the highlight of the show. Escapist key, evasion, and let me hit you with a little sunburn. Oh, it missed. You have revival, cool. We'll play around with Lindworm. Bam, here's a graceful sidekick. It missed again. Oh my gosh. Here's another one. Nope. Here is a full fortress. Let me water flexibility you. Yeah, I think I'm going to rename this monster water flexibility. Because that is really all this monster is doing. Let me protect you again, buddy. Water flexibility. Escape is key for fun. Water flexibility for fun doesn't cost anything. I just get a free stamina regen, and I think that'll be it. Okay, that was a funny battle. I think with that being said, we can end it there because, again, this is not the kind of monster you can really showcase in PvP. This is more the kind of monster that you showcase in a specific teamwork situation where you can counter whatever the enemy brings. If the enemy brings a stun, you have a stun immunity for your team. If they bring a freeze, you have neither hot nor cold. If they bring possession, you have calm mind. So you have an answer for just about anything. But the real star of the show is water flexibility, where you can cleanse guaranteed every single turn. You yourself are immune to control, so you know you can always use that skill. Doesn't cost any stamina, doesn't have any cooldown, so that's pretty cool. Alright guys, so with that being said, that is going to be it for my exclusive first look on Moon Ming. Huge shout out once again to Soldier Point for giving me everything I need to make this exclusive first look. This is the Golden Legends Pass monster, so after seeing this video, you can decide for yourself whether or not you want this monster. Thank you guys very much, and remember to subscribe.